It's the Unbalanced Podcast. Unbalanced, 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 unbalanced. It's the Unbalanced Podcast.
Yo, what's going on, people? It's the Unbalanced Podcast. My name is London A.
Yes, I have got a dressing gown on, Jacko.
Hugh Hefner.
Steeler.
You're so silly. Miss Santos in the building. Harriet.
So, I want to talk to you guys about infidelity, cheating, and if it's something that can actually be repaired in a relationship. Because what I usually see in the media is if somebody has been doing the dirt on their partner, the narrative that they usually push is that that relationship never gets repaired. But I don't know if it's true what we usually see or how they perceive it, because I think there's so much factors in a relationship that you need to take into consideration. Is infidelity even a strong enough thing to break up a whole relationship, to break up everything that you've built with that person, to break up a family? Is it that deep? Do you know what I mean? Now, there's probably people watching this thinking, "Oh, he's got to be a cheater. He's a
What's
fuckboy.
infidelity?
He's this, because why does he want to talk about this?" But no, generally, I actually really want to know if infidelity is something that is strong enough to break a relationship.
100%.
Because like,
Okay.
Why do girls always say you look like you're a cheater? You look like a player. Why do girls say that?
You're like a cheater.
Like you look like a player.
that's a compliment. It's a
player.
compliment.
If you look like a player, I don't know. I don't like hormones. I don't like.
No,
It's
I can't go out of you, man. You definitely cheat on me.
It's a compliment.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's a compliment.
That is a compliment.
Because that's
in a
what
way,
the basic
like,
woman saying to you, "You're good looking. I know you
like,
get girls."
And you're
gotta get too much
charismatic.
girls.
And you're
You know what I mean?
charismatic on top
Like,
of that.
Like
Yeah.
Sweet Boy Express Stilo gets that every day.
No, I don't get that every day. Because
So
what it is, the traffic warden over there gets it, yeah. I want your car number. I need your number. No, on a real level, I don't.
I look like a traffic warden.
I'm just
Brother,
saying.
with that hat, you like a park ranger.
Yeah, I look like a pastor. Yeah.
We're closing the gates.
Closing the gates now.
Everybody out.
No
please.
barbecues.
Get your kids in, get out.
All right.
Do not feed the ducks.
You know when you come outside and you got a ticket on your car. That parking warden, I knew he was wicked. Anyway.
Before we go forward, I want to know what parking warden you're referring to. Because I've never seen a traffic warden wear the colour scheme on.
No. In
Orange
certain
and blue.
countries they do though.
Where Nigeria?
Yeah,
No, that's that. You look like the security people. You know, is it SIA? What do you call it?
SIA is
Got sensitive about the parking
it's
warden
an
thing.
accreditation.
Oh yeah. But security, you know, like they wear your uniform, the colour uniform, but
You lot
not
are
the traffic.
Do you know who you remind me of?
But-
You remind me of. You don't look like him, but you remind me of. You see Michael Dapper, that the new one he's put out recently when he's like going around as a parking warden. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
That's what he reminds me
That's
of.
old. That's an old sketch days now.
Yeah, you know what I
Do
mean?
you know who you remind me of?
Count Ducky.
Are we really doing
Oh, yeah,
this?
we could be a comment. Let's get back.
Wow,
Like a
guys,
washed up genuine.
Right, no, honestly, that's why.
He said a washed up
That's
genuine.
why they always need to be a girl.
You look like you look
Okay,
like,
can we
like
focus
a washed
on?
up Barrington
Can we
Levy.
focus on the question?
Nah,
was
Barrington Levy's got
infidelity.
dreads. I ain't got dreads, bro.
Okay, we're gonna go. Oh
Yeah.
my
You
lord!
look like
I
a wash.
don't know why.
You look like a wash up Al B. Shaw.
Yeah.
These
right.
things
Yeah?
got at it for ages.
All right.
Anyways,
Where was we?
So yeah, we'll talk about infidelity,
infidelity. Yes.
aka cheating.
Thank you.
For those that don't know,
Yes, me.
you learn something new every day, bro.
Exactly. There
Exactly.
You go.
Wow.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think, is it something that's that serious? Because I even hear stories like from people that I know personally. So like a third party might say to me, "Oh, did you hear about such and such cheating on such and such and rare?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't hear about it, but I'm sure they can get through it." Like, it's not cold blooded.
Can I reply?
It's not cold blooded.
Can I reply?
Think-
Because you put it out there whether it's a thing.
Yeah, go on.
Can I get a woman's perspective?
Yeah, I'd love to hear a woman's perspective.
Okay, Aaron, not big deal. It shouldn't be a big deal. Anyways, it depends on the circumstances. Thank you very much.
There you
Circumstances are literally what will make and break cheating, basically. Do you get what I mean? I feel like in all circumstances, to be honest with you, cheating should be like a pass card, to be honest with you. But let's say, for example,
The
you're
hall
married.
pass.
Yeah, a hall pass. But I feel like, for example, you're married and you guys were going through really, really like a dark period within your relationship, I would never say that for your dark periods you should go outside your marriage to find comfort. But let's say, for example, I don't know, things happened, you went out on holiday, something happened, things came out, da da da, you guys have children. You know what I mean? These type of things. I feel like if you guys, can be transparent and basically say, this is what happened. I think you can. Many people are stay in relationships. I personally have stayed in a relationship that I got cheated on. I wouldn't recommend it, but but what I'm saying, you can overcome that depending as I feel like you know what it is. People really don't understand that when you get cheated on, yeah, okay, that hurts. It's like a wax strip. Oh my god, yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, he hurts,
wax
yeah.
strip,
I don't know. I was just trying to get an analogy. I don't know why that came to my mind. That was stupid, but anyways, yeah. But it hurts. But what really, you don't is the aftermath. The aftermath of cheating is what you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Because the actual situation, yes, is bad, but not after the after. Because aftermath, you're always gonna feel like insecurity will come. You always have to feel like you have to reassure your girl. The girl would then start thinking, "Oh my days," going through your phone and all these things that you didn't do before you start doing.
Well, you know what? Some girls actually, from the get go, especially those girls that want to go through man's phone and want to bring up their past relationships.
Thank you. That's what I was about to say. Past relationship.
It's the past relationships, and then they think
done.
that because my ex cheated on me, this new guy's gonna cheat on me. So let me check his every move. Let me check his emails. Let me check his bank accounts. Let me check his phone. All of that. I think that when you're a guy that doesn't cheat and you're with a woman that actually does that and brings that energy, subconsciously you just think to yourself, you know what? I'm getting chastised for doing something I'm not doing. So I might as well fucking cheat. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying, but I know what you're trying to say.
I don't know. I think that women like that don't make it easy for themselves. And
oh, we're going to go there. Oh, my darling.
Women are the best
We're
at
gonna
cheating.
go there. We're gonna go there. Oh, we're gonna go there. But carry on.
You ever cheated?
No, I've never cheated. But I can tell you, no, I've never cheated. But I can definitely tell you that I would be like women. I feel like women are better cheaters than men.
No, you are
100%.
100%.
I feel like men. It's just like you guys are actually really shit. Like to be honest with you, you guys are shit at cheating. You guys do it. I think you guys. I think men cheat. I think men cheat more. I think men cheat more than women do, but I feel like women cheat better because I feel like men are very flimsy. Like you guys bait yourselves up. Like from the time that you're doing this with your phone, I'm like, why are you doing that? From the time like a woman when they cheat, they're the most comfortable.
I don't agree with that. You know what? That's a habit. I put my phone down face first. Do you know why? Because when I pick it up,
no, I'm just saying
it's turned like that. It's a habit.
Yeah. No. I'm saying.
See, look, she's like that. It's like turn again.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but that might be a habit. But I'm saying like when you like intentionally like trying to do that. But what I'm just trying to say is like I feel like women when they cheat. I know girls have cheated. Yeah. You just never know because they the same. They literally are exactly the same way as if they didn't cheat. They're very open. They'll leave your phone around. You know their password. Oh baby, go through my phone. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like you wouldn't suspect shit. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I
can leave my phone anywhere.
When women cheat, they won't even tell their best friend. They proper take that to the grave.
Can I say something as a man? Those that know me know that they don't really think of me as a relationship kind of guy. Those that know me, they don't think of me as that, and they know my past is where they think. Well, I don't know if you think or you know it's ridiculous because you compare it to what if you can compare it to. You get what I'm saying to you? But
womanize that.
No, it's just that I've just
Sweet Boy Express.
Let me put it to you like this. I put you to it like this, so you have a clearer understanding of my character. It's all trauma. I was left at 3 months old.
Let him talk.
No, I've got to say this because
it's trauma. That's the reason why
it's subconscious trauma. No, it's subconscious trauma.
No,
not conscious trauma. Subconscious trauma.
Don't laugh because it's actually.
Let's have it all and laugh. You can. I want to say to you.
I want to hear this.
So anyway, subconscious trauma. I was left at 3 months old by my mother, and I was raised by my father.
Okay.
And being raised by a father and seeing so many women coming in and out of your life from a young age, and looking at him as an icon,
Mhm.
you only want to live up to his expectations. You know what I'm saying to you? So me having loads and loads and loads and loads of girls, putting on top of that being in the music industry, it amplified even more. So it was normal to me. Now what happens is when you get into a relationship with somebody who doesn't support your emotional needs,
Mhm.
you turn to what you know. You know what I'm saying to you? And that's what I turned to. So I went hard. I want with anything I do in life, I'm gonna be the best at. So if I'm gonna be the husband, I'm gonna be the best husband. If I'm gonna be a musician, I'm gonna be the best musician I can be. And if I'm gonna be a womanizer, I'm gonna be the best womanizer I can know. You know what I'm saying to you? So I went hard. Now, so I went hard. I'm gonna keep it 100. So I went hard. So what I can say to most people is, when I look back on my life, and as I'm older now, and I look back on certain things I did, it's subconscious trauma. It wasn't my conscious trauma that made me do certain things, but also it didn't help when certain women made me feel insecure. Now, women have a trick at making you feel insecure when they're comparing you to other men or comparing you to something you should be doing, what you ain't doing, but you're really giving everything. You know what I'm saying to you? Oh, like, you might be going through a financial time in your life, and she's like, oh, my friend's always going on holidays, or they're always going here, and why can't we have this, and why can't we have this, and why can't we have that? And you then look at her thinking, well, you know what? I don't know about. I speak for myself. I just speak for myself. You think, well, the last girl I used to date, she wouldn't even say half of that shit. So you're like, you already put it back in your head for some next girl who, you know what I'm saying to you, and then it makes your relationship awkward because you're comparing. Now, my only wish in life, if I had one wish, I would go back to the beginning, and I would have only been with one person. Because when you have the opportunity to compare, most of the time, for me as an individual, is where it goes wrong.
I kind of had a different experience from you. Like in my way, my one was kind of reverse. I was in a very serious relationship from the time I was 16. And the person I was in, my first relationship is a person I ended up getting married to.
Wow.
So I literally had no experience in terms of the dating world. I start really dating when I turned, what, 28? 20, I was like, oh my God, what's all this? So to a certain extent, now that I'm like in my 30s now, I feel like you should experience more personally. I feel like because I feel like, yeah, your 30s is your time to be. I'm not saying because people
Experience
need to.
more in a
I
relationship.
think no, like the thing is, you
Meet
mix
new people.
having sex with being around different people. You don't have to be sleeping around. For example, I was single I'm for 5.5 years, and
It's,
anyways,
I feel like the
I
conversation.
don't like people to know business.
No, but
But
it's
like, whatever.
important. It's
I've been
important.
single for like. I really hate you guys for 5 years of going on forever. Yeah, shut up. And so stupid. Anyways, and what was I saying? And it's making me lose my train of thought. And
yourself,
do you understand? I've dated a lot throughout these years, but I haven't slept with that many people at
I
all.
respect that.
So for me, it's just like, but if you choose to YOLO, do you understand? Like sleep around, if that's your personal choice, if that's what you want to explore. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But what I'm trying to say is, I've had fun just going on dates, meet different people, being around different company, knowing different guys, how they treat me, how I mean, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you learn yourself.
You can
Yeah,
learn
you can
so
learn a
much
lot.
about
You can learn.
yourself. You can learn about what you like, what you don't like, what type of men you want, what type of men you don't want. You don't necessarily have to have sex in order for you to be. And I feel like I wish that I had that experience earlier on, because then I would have made a better choice. I think at 16, what the hell do you know at 16?
You don't know.
Do you understand?
Enough. Yeah.
At 16, as you get me, I like the guy because the guy made me a B2K tape. And I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God, he's so sweet. And Genuine was in it, Jodeci. I was like, oh my God.
And at that time, that
Hold
was
on.
everything.
Stilo was in it.
Huh?
Okay.
Guys,
He's
Oh,
on the tape, yeah?
Genuine.
guys, listen. How do we feel about a
Spit
girl's
out.
numbers?
About what?
Girls' numbers.
Oh, body count.
Oh, body count. Do you know what? Can
I
I
don't
be
like
honest?
that word,
I'm gonna be
body
honest.
count.
I'm gonna be
That's what
honest.
people
That body
say.
count is.
I don't
super
really
young.
care, to be strict.
I'm gonna be
Numbers.
honest, yeah. I don't need to know, but if I did know and it was like high numbers,
What's high for you?
Do girls tell the truth?
What's high for you?
They don't tell the truth. They don't.
high for me.
They all
is
say
like,
7.
It depends on age. And all
Oh
that, innit?
gosh, yeah, it depends on the age.
Age.
So if I met a
Depends on
woman
age, yeah.
and she's like
Depends
40
on age,
plus
100%.
or 35 and above, and she slept with
50 guys.
20 guys, I wouldn't think that's a bad thing.
What about
If she
50?
slept with 30, I wouldn't think that's a bad thing.
No, 50.
But above that, then yeah. Yeah. Because you got to think about it like, throughout your years of growing up, you do things, you go through different experiences, you go on vacations, you go on raves, you do this, you do that. Anything can happen in any experience, do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean that that person's a judge for sleeping around or
I haven't heard that term.
having a number
in
that's
years.
considered high, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why is it right for girls to sleep with loads of boys, get called a slag, but boys do it?
But when men do it,
It's fine.
So I'll be honest with you.
We're not. Like, we're not.
No,
Can I be honest with you?
We don't get called.
Can I be honest with you?
You don't. You actually get praised. You're
Can I be
like,
honest with you?
hey,
I don't
get
have a
spotted for
problem
being
with a
whore.
girl with numbers. Yeah, as when the numbers actually come into play is when things start going wrong in a relationship, and I'm like, this is why you're messed up.
So you wouldn't want
because you don't give it out to bare man, yeah, and now you're gonna.
But you got to be
So you
careful
would-
getting into a
No, it's
relationship.
only when it
because
starts.
you might get
You know
into
what I
a
mean? Like
relationship
when
with
it goes
someone
wrong, and now
who's
she
been
starts
with
comparing
someone
you.
you know,
Like you
bro,
know
with
what?
family,
You know what?
so you have
No,
to know
no,
these
no. You
things,
know what?
bro.
It's, you know what? You know what? And she starts comparing you. And you know what? You don't romantic. And my last boyfriend, you make love to me 5 days a week. My last boyfriend did 7, and you're like, that's why you're a judge, because. Do you know what?
Still, no, it's so stupid.
Do you know what it is? I'm just humorous. At the same time, no woman's a judge. We're all equal. Yeah,
do you know
we
what?
all know that.
This is how I is. Do
Can-
you know? Sorry to cut you. If I'm meeting a woman and we're getting to know each other and whatever, and she says to me like, "I'm very highly sexually promiscuous," and
Promiscuous?
she just
guys
loves sex
using
and
big
she's
words,
just
bro.
open from the get go, then I'll appreciate that more. But the worst thing is when you go and like you've only slept with like 5 guys and rated
But from
like
the time
you're
she's
perfect.
But from
And
the time
then-
she's saying
and
she's
then-
promiscuous, babe, that
But
means that
promiscuous is not a bad thing.
What's that mean?
that
Yeah,
means she's very like.
She's
Sexual.
quite naughty, naughty, and
Sexual.
Yeah, but that's a very but it's
Let me
not
tell you
supposed to be.
Red.
women would do a lot.
I
Yeah,
was
when
like-
they just got a ticket on their car.
Just don't lie.
But can I say I
What's high? Come on, with your woman. What's high for a girl?
like the
Come on.
thing is, you know,
Yeah,
so
yeah, no.
What's
you
high?
know what's for me is, you know,
don't
I'll be
say-
honest.
don't-
I'll be
don't
honest.
say
I'm the
certain
worst
questions.
person
She's
to
obviously
ask.
going to say a number higher than hers.
Huh? Obviously, but I'm just gonna say, but obviously,
Craig
but
gave
to
it
be
7
honest
days.
with you, like compared to a lot of I just learned actually within recent years that females lie about their numbers. Yeah,
Of course.
because I've got friends.
Do you
You're not the
The
best
reason why
liars.
I don't lie about my numbers because my number's not that high. Do you get what I mean? So hence why I don't feel like it's not. But I know that maybe, let's say for example, I went on 2 digits. Yeah, meaning like when you go on 2 digits means like you go to 10. Then maybe I would maybe feel a type of way or maybe feel more shy to kind of express that. Do you get what I mean? But because my number is quite low, it's just I don't. For me, it's normal. But for other women, I feel like because it's not just men that shame other women, it's women that shame other women. Do you understand? It's not just men that go call other women whores.
It's jealousy though as well.
And the thing is, and
Yeah,
it's
that-
funny
yeah.
because sometimes
When
like,
it comes from a woman, it's
and,
jealousy.
and it's hypocrisy sometimes because women lie. Do you understand? You'd be like, "Oh, you're a hoe," but more time you must probably say with more women. I've been
Yeah, it's
around a
hypocrisy, but
girl.
it's still
I've been
jealousy.
around a girl that I don't like to call you out people whores, but yeah, and she was calling another girl a whore, and I was just like, you got skeletons in your closet. Do you get what I
Yeah,
mean?
you got a whole wardrobe full of it.
Exactly. So for me, it's just like I don't know what to kind of call it high because I'm not
They
the
just
right
love the
person
Corey.
to basically say, oh yeah,
Just
you know
love
what I mean?
Corey.
But I just feel like at the end of the day, it's all about how you respect yourself, and I think it's how you carry yourself, how you respect yourself. For example, if you're a single woman and you meet someone and you both get on and then you guys end up having casual sex, then that's your business. For example, if you're a girl and then you're at a club and then and you get and then all of a sudden you're at the back of the toilet
Get
giving
fingered
head
fingered
to
in the
about
club.
5
Get
to
fingered
5.
in the
Do you
club room.
understand? Giving head. No, I'm just saying giving head to like 5 guys in a club or you know. I mean, do you get what I mean? I'm just saying. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, there's a way. Do you get what I'm trying to say? There's a different. There's whorish behavior like that, and there's people that have
I don't get to these places.
them type of casual. I mean, like,
You're the owner
do you
of
get
those
what I
venues,
mean?
In
mate.
church, they don't do these things. I don't know.
I personally, I feel like the reason why my numbers is so low because I was in a very long-term relationship as well.
Bless
Maybe
you,
because
Do
bless
you
remember
ever get like urges to just want to meet
While
other
out.
people while she's in that long-term relationship?
no, to be honest, I tell you, like, there's sometimes I was too loyal. My loyalty was disgusting, but
Loyalty not disgusting.
No, loyalty to the wrong person it is.
No,
loyalty is a
you-
beautiful
no,
thing.
no,
Love's
no,
a beautiful thing,
and
but
you
to
know
the
it's-
wrong person it is.
No, and I just
To the wrong person.
yeah, go on, finish what you got to say because
Loyalty's a self thing.
Yeah.
So it's not about that.
do you know why?
Yeah, I know, but it's
you know
just
why
like
it's beautiful
sometimes
though?
you feel like
You can live with yourself.
do they
But you can live with yourself.
deserve? Do they deserve
That's
that
why you
loyalty?
don't
But
want
you
to
can
know.
live with yourself.
That's why you don't
I
want to
can't
know.
live with myself with some of the things that I've done.
No, but it's not about that.
Are you
Once
hearing this guy? You can't live with yourself. What can't? What?
No, and I'm being honest with you. Like, if I had the chance to go back and rewind, I would be you. Do you get what I'm saying to you? I would. No. And when I say I'll be you, I would rather say that I did everything right in a relationship and it went wrong for me and I did what was
So
right.
you would be Miss
Than
Santos.
saying, oh, but I did this, but it led to that, and that's where it went wrong. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
I get what you're trying to say.
So I think personally, if I'm going to be a man and look at life in a real way, I'd rather be the one that said he did everything for that relationship and it went wrong because of that person and it's nothing to do with me. But some of the relationships I
feel
fucked up.
like every person, for example, even though I didn't personally go out there to hurt that person, I think that everyone has to take accountability for the shit that happened.
Yeah.
Because even though I didn't deserve half of the shit that happened, I take accountability for some things that happened. Because my accountability comes from the fact that one, I tried to change a person, knowing that, and women do that. Do you understand? So that was one thing. And, you can't change someone that doesn't want to change themselves. And I thought, oh my God, if I'm there and hopefully I was trying to make someone become a reflection of who I was in terms of what the man that I was actually looking for. But that happens when you're in long-term relationships. I was 16. When I was 22, I know I want something completely different than what I want at 16. At 22, 23 now, I'm thinking this is the type of man that I want. Not, We'll change.
So all the fellas that are watching right now, because obviously I like to fellas.
What
I'm
you
going to speak for
doing?
the fellas.
What you doing?
What as a woman now do you look for?
Why are you putting me on the spot?
No, because
I
you're a
ain't a
woman.
question.
You're the only woman. I mean, I would ask Aaron. I know he's kind of got the funny side, but I was like, you're a woman.
And we're talking about infidelity. We're talking about infidelity. This is not a dating show. We're not talking about dating show. We're talking about infidelity in terms of does it affect? Anyways, the question was,
Coming from a guy that said I would be Harriet,
can a relationship be repaired?
You 2 minutes ago you said I would be you. If I could change time and do it,
No,
I would be Miss
do what you've
Santos.
done. No, I would do what you've done.
Can a okay, guys, let's
Reword it
refocus on the
correctly.
question now.
Yeah, go on.
Can a relationship be repaired
Well, you
after
said you'll be her.
infidelity? I feel like this. Once, for example, like if you, for example, who's got something expensive here?
Nobody.
Nobody. Okay, fine. So, say for
Go,
example,
baby.
you had your £400 jacket that you was going to bring here, but you didn't bring here, and I dropped a
Baiting them up,
and then
Nobody.
and then I dropped wine on your jacket. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's gonna leave like a stain. Yeah. I might wash it. But that it's just almost like
Where's this analogy going?
what I'm trying to say is it ain't never going to be the same. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
But hold on.
Like I'm just saying, it's never going to be the same.
Harriet, what you need to
because
put into perspective is, I don't value things like that, so it don't matter to me.
You see.
Sorry, maybe that was a stupid analogy.
It's a
But
bad analogy.
okay, fine, it was a bad
But
analogy.
My thing is this,
But-
I think, us as human beings, I think people could be a lot worse than being cheaters or having a side man or side woman. Because would you rather? So, all right, if it was your child and your son, you had a son, would you rather your son be someone that has a tendency to cheat on his woman, or would you rather him be a drug dealer, be a murderer?
What are you talking about?
No, I'm not. What I'm trying to say is that, when I'm saying infidelity is something I feel can be repaired, I say it because it doesn't make you the devil's spawn.
Can I just say something to you?
There's people
Can I
out there
just
that
say,
are worse.
I feel like you're talking shit.
There's
Don't
no
feel like
talking
you're
shit.
don't feel like why you're talking shit.
relationships.
Because you're saying that because you're the cheater. If your woman was a whore bag, you would not. This is what pisses me off about men.
If you was she was a judge, how do you feel?
No.
Hold on.
Let me. Can I
Wait,
take this? Can I take this?
I'm not.
Can I take it? Can I take it? Can I just take it?
Where did you get that
This is
proof
what
from?
you guys say.
Who told you I was a
Because the first
cheat?
thing you said,
Who told
you keep bringing it to men. If your son, I'm not saying that you're a cheat. I'm saying you keep it, but I feel like I feel like you're saying it in a man's perspective.
No, I'm
if
talking.
a man
No,
cheat,
I'm
I
not.
do not believe.
When I asked the question at the
I do not
beginning,
believe
when
that
I said can infidelity can be repaired, I'm talking from from both men and women. You know what I'm
Bullshit.
saying? I'll be brutally honest with you, yeah? I'll be brutally honest with you.
Yeah.
If you're
If
God,
I was dead in love with my woman,
yes.
yeah, had a
Mhm.
mortgage, had kids,
Yes. Yes.
she messed up,
Yeah.
cheated on me.
Yeah.
I think I would forgive her.
You started about 3 times. I think
I
I'll
would
stop
forgive
thinking.
her.
You
I
think
I would forgive her.
You think?
Because at the end of the day, it comes down to her actions, innit? If she is really apologetic, she knows she's made a bad mistake and she's doing everything within her power to bring me back.
But then,
to bring me back to the mindset where I can trust her, I would appreciate that. Do you get what I'm
Most
saying?
men don't.
But
most men don't. Most men don't.
Do you know how much men have been cheated
I'm
on
not
by
saying-
their girl,
I'm-
yeah?
most-
And then they take them back, but
I'm
they
not
don't tell
saying
no
that.
one
I'm
about
not
it.
saying. Okay, but what I'm trying to say to
You
you.
get me?
What I'm trying to say to you, but most men don't. Do you know? Most men don't. You might say that, but most men don't.
Let me tell you
Women,
something.
can I just say? Can
You
I
see
finish?
women,
Can I
yeah?
finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? I basically feel like when a man tends to cheat on his partner, women tend to be the ones that kind of take this is historical, where man's behavior has always been excused. Like infidelity amongst men has always been excused compared to women. If a man cheats, more time a woman would take him back. Do you understand? And try and work on the relationship and blah blah blah. When it's the other way round, do you understand? When it's the other way round, it's not like that. When it's the other way round,
Aria.
a woman
You was
is
in a
much more
you was
prosecuted.
in a relationship from 16 to what? How old? 28 or something like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
If you had cheated on your
He
ex-partner,
would not take me back.
you don't know that. You don't know because because at the end of the day, that's hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's a long ass relationship. Yeah. You think that you'd imagine that he won't take you back. But
No,
Can I just say?
You see,
Yeah,
men do love deeply, you know.
Oh,
And
I'm
they
not
can- and
saying
they
that
are
they don't
forgiving.
need deeply, but when men love deeply, they get very hurt even more deeply, and they don't know how to manage with those emotions. And when you guys don't know how to manage emotions, you guys cutthroat. Fuck her, she's a hoe, she's this. And not just that, your whole family will call her a hoe, your friends will call her a hoe, or why with that hoe? She's scandalous, blah, blah, blah. But as females, we don't do that. We'd be like, oh yeah, your boys wouldn't call you a hoe. Oh, he's a hoe, he cheated on you, girl. No, they wouldn't. Society would be much more forgiving when men do it. When the woman cheats, your whole family is going to look at her as a whore. Your friends are going to look at her as a whore. Even though you've forgiven her, she's going to be staying. It's facts. When a man does it, a man is not looked at as a whore. He's just looked at as, oh, he made a mistake. It's true. It's how society works more time.
But by the way,
What about all the point scoring in the relationships? Oh, I cheated, like, and then people go back into relationships thinking she's gonna do it. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? All this point scoring malarkey.
You know what I think is very powerful, and I mean, I've been in relationships where I've done the dirty work, and I've been in a relationship where the dirty work has been done. Yeah. So let me keep.
When it got done to you, though, was your thought process?
Do you know why I forgave? Do you know why I forgave?
There you go.
I forgave because if I can understand why you've done it, and I can comprehend how to fix my feelings within this relationship, then I can forgive.
So you thought that she had a reason to cheat?
I think sometimes we do. We all do. Because
so you feel like men are just greedy sometimes?
No, it's not to do with greedy. I think it's to do with people don't. I mean, I don't want to speak for myself. I don't want to speak for myself.
Oh, we're not greedy.
I don't want to speak for. I don't want to speak for nobody else. Jack,
the male species,
you know what it is?
The male species, we're conquerors, isn't it?
No. I disagree. I beg. I disagree. Do you know what it is? I believe that we seek because we don't really know.
We
we do. But when you're with your entire.
It's true, Harriet.
Okay.
You know what it is?
Okay.
When we're in some relationships, some of us are not in a relationship with a real person that we really know. That person holds back, they limit, they tell you what you need to hear, they show you what you need to see.
Yeah.
And when you get to see who they really are, but beneath the canvas, you know what I'm saying to you? It's like, wow, I thought I was with somebody else. Do you get what I'm saying to you? And that's when you start to think that you're with a stranger. You know what I'm saying to you? Mm-hmm. So, and that can happen. In the first 6 months, everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. Dinner dates, you're going places, honeymoon, yeah. And then you start to see, you know what I mean? She farts in bed, you get a bit annoyed. Like, can you stop all that farting thing? She's like, but worst week when I did it, you weren't unhappy about it. That's because before that, you never got nothing, innit? You were like, you know what, baby? Yeah, that's cool. You can keep fighting, innit?
Can I ask you guys a question then? Can you be in love with let's say, for example, you got a wife. Can you be in love with your wife and still cheat? Can you like be in love and still cheat?
Men can cheat and still love the woman that they're cheating.
It depends on.
Or die for the woman that they're cheating.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you.
I believe that. You know,
I'll be honest with you.
I should believe that because I've got a friend. Oh.
I believe myself that when you're truly in love with somebody, yeah, it depends on how you love them, as a friend and as a lover, or just as a lover. If you love them just as a lover, you might seek a friendship in somebody else and love them for that specific reason. If you're unconditionally in love with that person, you don't see no one else. I believe that, and
I don't believe in unconditional love.
Love is a messed up thing.
Can I just say something to you? I think love is 100% conditional. The only two types of love that's unconditional is the love for your parents and your children.
Okay.
Do you know why? Because everything starts from self-love. And if you can't, when you're born with your own self-love, like, you know, within your own self. And then anything that comes from you, like your child came from you, self, do you understand? Then that becomes an unconditional type of love. You might not even be able to, you might not even speak to your child.
But what about the person you're married to?
I'm going to finish. So, like, I'm trying to end the point. So, with your child, for example, yeah, like she, you might even like have a fallout with your child, but you always love your child just like your parent. You might have a fallout with your parent, even your mom can even be like a drug addict, and you blah blah shit. But it's always going to be because you're attached to that, because you came from that. Do you understand? It's like it's a love that you hate to. The fact that you even love, you hate to admit that you love. But everything else, past your extensions, because your child is an extension of you, and you know, vice versa, you're an extension of your parents. Past that type of love and God, I would say, for people who are spiritual, everything else is conditional. You love people based on how they love you. You love people based on how they treat you. Love is conditional. And if you're trying to tell me it's unconditional, it's bullshit, because more time we do things for others depending on how we do.
But I'll be honest with you, I've had females where she's my best friend.
That's nice.
You know what I'm saying to you? She's my best friend. Like, she's got me, I've got her. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like, but if I could fall in love with her on a physical level, then she's everything for me. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Because your best friend, you're always loyal to your best friend. You know what I'm saying? You grow up with your best friend, you could be loyal to your best friend. And I feel like from the relationships I'm seeing, not everything. I don't know everything about relationships. I only know what I see.
We're learning.
Yeah?
We're still going to learn.
But what I will say is that we don't spend enough time learning each other.
Amen.
Yeah?
I hear that.
And if we spent more time to learn each other, then maybe we could find friendships within the romance and within the lust and within the intimacy and within all of the things that come with that relationship. And we wouldn't seek anybody else. So,
and infidelity could be a lesson in itself.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just think that, look, there's relationships, there's
I don't know if you always cheat. That's a choice.
That's a wicked man.
There's people out there that are going through really volatile, violent relationships. Do you know what I'm saying? The man's beating up woman's beating up man. Like, I just think that I think domestic violence is far more extreme than infidelity. For me, I think it is. Do you know what I'm saying?
But can I
like what's gonna piss me off more if my daughter comes crying to me saying, "Oh, such and such cheated on me, dad," or such and such beat the shit out of me.
I hear you. I hear you.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Domestic violence is not just physical; it's emotional as well.
And mental.
And cheating is a form of emotional abuse. If you are in a marriage and you've got children and your man keeps cheating on you and bring a different woman, you're thinking it very like, oh, you know, just
abuse.
Listen to what I'm saying. It's emotional abuse.
It can be
for example, can I so you can understand? Let me put it in perspective for you, because the way that you're seeing cheating like this, babe. You're seeing cheating within your own personal perspective. You know, two people, and you know something happens in a relationship, and they cheat. Oops, you know that little oopsie. There are people, for example, let's say for your example, your daughter, she's in a marriage, she's got children, and so forth. She's a good woman, a good wife, and so forth. And this man consistently cheats on her, and he's always forgive. That's an Like, do you understand what pain is? A heartbreak. Do you understand? For your woman to cheat. I know someone that I don't give a shit. Actually, let me put it on. I ain't gonna name nobody, but the bitch know who she is. Do you understand? I know someone that she cheated on her partner with two of his cousins, one of his best friends, and some guy. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Okay,
right. And but what I'm saying to you, but then what I'm saying, understand what I'm trying to say? Do you understand? You will feel like, raw, what? Let's flip that. A man, for example, and your daughter is in that type of relationship where he's done that to your daughter. Do you understand? Because that took a toll on that man. That guy, the same guy that I'm talking about, he actually ended up, getting into substances and so forth because of the like that was the mother of his children, and then he ended up finding out that whilst he's in a relationship, she's bringing man in her yard listen and sleeping.
His judgment is poor.
And sleeping.
Poor judgment.
Listen, no, and sleeping.
If you're cheating on your cousins and your brothers and shit, you should have got that from the moment you met him.
His child was the one that told him, oh, uncle was upstairs, blah blah blah, with money. That type of shit. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Most men will feel infuriated, but that violated, blah, blah, blah. That took an emotional toll on the brother. Do you understand? It's embarrassing. It's an emotional toll. It's like, do you understand? That could really bring you down as a man. It happens to women all the time as well. And what I'm trying to say to you, emotional abuse.
Is that emotional abuse?
It is if you consistently do it, babe. Because
all right. So when you look at emotional
abuse.
So when you look at women like
abuse is when you mentally start affecting someone emotionally. That means like you, for example, that means you don't that person should they don't give a shit about you. They don't respect you. They're bringing women. Babe, you're putting cheating in your perspective. There's different forms of cheating, you know.
I get what
I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying, but not necessarily. But continue.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say, if you keep on doing that, do you understand? It brings someone's self-esteem low down, and do you understand? And then you feel like, especially if it's your man's move. Imagine your man moves to your best friend or whatever. Even if it doesn't happen, the fact that he even moved, like the father of your child or someone like that. Come on, man. That takes emotionally. F's up someone. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? I know this from a personal experience of something like being cheated on with people that I know. That is like a knife to your heart on a deeper level.
But you know
it's
what?
Not, you're talking about just randomly cheating with a random person. It's people that don't go far. They will fuck your best friend or your brother or someone within your household. Do you understand? Something along them lines. And it's not like it takes a toll on you.
Yeah,
like,
that does take a toll.
It takes a toll on you. Like you're making it seem like it's just normal cheating with some random
person.
No,
but you know what I think? You see,
circumstances do matter.
I think like, so when you look at like people like celebrities, T.I. and Tiny, for example, use them as an example. T.I.'s been chopping left, right and centre. Tiny knows about it. Do you really think it's mentally messed her up?
Oh my God.
How do you know?
How do you know that Tiny's not done her dirt?
How do you know
you're putting
There's been stories.
Can I just say something? Can I say something so you know the difference? There's people in a couple, for example, you're in a relationship and you both have a lifestyle that involves men or women, like for example, basketball players that are always out in seasons or whatever not now. You within your own relationship, you can basically know what, do you understand? If you're out there, as long as, do you understand, you have communication. There's people that have open relationships, but don't tell the world that they have actual open relationships. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And there are women that are fine as long as I'm the main woman and I'm getting the benefits in the relationship. There are women that are happy if they man do, cheat on little side with random horse.
So where's the mental abuse? Where's the mental abuse with them?
Oh my God, babe! I'm talking about people that are in actual in relationships that do not accept that shit. There's people that are in relationships and they man are cheating on them with trying to move to their best friend or trying to move to someone close to them, and you've got children with them, and that's your husband. That takes a fucking toll on you. If you as a man, babe, for example, let's say for example, you get married to your wife, you guys build a home and blah 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 blah. It's fine if you tell you just basically sat down and say, oh, if she stepped out, everything was fine, but she stepped out and she made a mistake. You can forgive her. What if she was flipping fucking ads? You understand? I'm just saying, no. I'm just saying, hypothetical. Do you understand? What I'm saying, hypothetical. With your children in your house. With your children in your house.
All right, yeah.
That's
degrading.
Come on. But you're saying this degrading happens all the time, and that's going to take an emotional toll on you because you're not there. You didn't make a mistake. You're bringing them type of things in your home.
So obviously, I guess
you're not thrown into it, and it's very, very important as well. Mm-hmm. You see, we all seek some. Everybody, any man that can say he doesn't dream of the end goal, being with his wife, growing old, family around him, and all that. Let's just look at that part of your life. Yeah, maybe when you're younger, you don't see it, but when you get to a certain age, you dream of these things. You know what I mean? And when you experience something as deep as what you just said, you don't know who to trust anymore.
100%.
Like,
no, yeah, but if right. I told you my story, I don't bring out my business. If I told you half of my story, Lord, I wouldn't be able.
Using the example that you use about the girl sleeping with the cousins and the brother and all that. Yeah, that is mental abuse. I get it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I just think that
We're not comparing.
infidelity should. I think people should really, if you've built something solid, because you remember a marriage, a relationship is it's an investment.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's a partnership. Do you know what I mean?
And it's an emotional investment.
Being married
as well.
is actually a business. Do you get me? Like it's a business towards in some sort of capacity. When I say business, like it's an agreement, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? You're working towards something. Like I just don't think that infidelity is the thing that should really break a marriage.
Depends on the
You can't be with someone. You can't be with someone
Aaron,
for the sake of a mortgage, sake of children. You can't be with someone for the sake of that.
Thank you.
No, we're here once, man. You telling me you're gonna
one life.
You're gonna cheat, and then all right, we've got the house. I don't want to lose the house. We've got the kids, but your lot's relationship is just poison.
Exactly.
No, man,
you're
gonna live your life, the rest of your life,
and you're poisoning the children in the process of that. Do you get what I mean? I allow that.
You probably ain't even gonna like show any like affectionate side. Like it's just
guys at home. Quick one. Just please comment, subscribe, give us your views. It's very, very important of what you guys think at home. Don't hold back on us. Let us know.
Thank you.
Oh, are we wrapping up? I was thinking, why did you just randomly do that? I was just like, okay.
No, because it's just
before you two start fighting.
No, but you made a you made a good point.
I do hear what you're saying.
I understand what Aaron is basically saying. Aaron, because I think Aaron's taking it to the extreme. Aaron's basically trying to compare it to domestic violence and obviously that's an extreme situation. But if we take it for what it is, for what infidelity is, it does break families. It does take an emotional toll and mental well-being of another person. And what I'm saying is, some people in relationships like Tiny or whoever you say, and they're happy with that. Each to their own. There's people that have polygamous relationships and they're happy. Good, whatever your situation is, and you're happy with it, cool. But if me and you get together, we have an agreement, then we build, then we come. Do you understand? So stupid. Then we build. Then we have just children. He's so stupid. And do you understand what I'm saying to you? And then, do you understand? And then 2-2, you come back home, and I'm sleeping with Aaron. Do you understand? Does that make sense?
It doesn't make sense. I would understand it, because if you sleep with a traffic warden, I wouldn't get it. So so on that note,
Says the park ranger. Says the park ranger.
Good luck.
Says the park ranger. Who are you gonna sleep with more? A park ranger or a traffic warden?
Comment, subscribe, let us know.
Let's go.
You know to cut it off, innit? You know to cut it off. You don't want this smoke, bro. You don't want it.